つましさから逃れられず色を遠ざけ健やか色なき歴史綴る日々は揺れにゆりかごのような沈む頃から光照らし生の闇をかき消せ震える声を許しながら今はちょうどいいかな食の地にもがきながら一人立たずに見下ろす低俗などと捨て台詞は乾いた笑い誘
Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to the Battle of the Box 2026 Quarterfinals. Thanks for joining us. My name's Doomsday. It's good to be back on the cast again. And joining us on the side, casting and streaming, Jorian. What's going on, man? Good morning.
Good morning. I'm surprised I'm awake, but EST with the World China Cup, it kind of makes sense. But yeah, like you said, we're going to be seeing some more Battle of the Box. We're going to be seeing a winner's bracket match of Young versus Yeongjin. I know I'm saying it wrong again. A Yeongjin Gukbap.
That's a better pronunciation than I could do, to be honest. Seed 5, though. That I can say, a very strong South Korean team. But Olive Young, Seed 20, but you see the players on that roster, and I think at this level of difficulty, they could definitely make this a really good match. We'll see, I guess, who's available for it. At this time slot, my question is Rectagon here? Because if Rectagon is here or not, that's going to make a big difference to this team. With Akins, Ryriku, and Tether as well, they should be a threat against Yeongjin Gukbap.
Well, you're going to be having a little bit of surprise when we get to see the players, though. But as we are going to be going into the match, they actually did say that there's going to be no warm-up, so we're going to be immediately going to the bans, which actually did already get played out while we were yapping a little bit, and that's going to be tap 2 for Yeongjin Gukbap and Young getting banning aim 4.
Okay, so the density's gone then. The aim 4, low AR styling, but we're not going to see that. I mean, I guess with the control players on Team Blue, that's That's a fair ban, to be fair, to get rid of that. Tap 2 more on the finger control side. It's Scarlet Rose. You can kind of imagine what sort of map that's going to be.
Yeah.
But we're not going to see it here.
But as we're going to be seeing for the rest of the maps being alive, we're going to be seeing, like, we're going to be seeing 3 taps, 3 techs, 3 females this time, and actually still 4 aim. So if from the previous rounds, there's going to be 1 extra mod slot or 1 extra slot in general. So stuff can happen with all of these. And also one thing to know as well, this is best of 11 before we did see best of 9s. So there's more time for players to actually get into the action.
So as it gets, yeah, if it ends up being a fairly close matchup, especially in this sort of format, right, the way it's set, where as you further you get into the tournament, the more of the pool you have to get through if it does go to a theoretical TB. This is one of those matchups where I feel like both teams can cover a lot of the mod stuff very well and cover a lot of the mechanics stuff well. I suppose with the amount of aim control that Battle of the Box map pools have had this year does benefit some of the teams with crazy aim control players, but both teams can do that. Maybe Team Blue have the better players when it comes to that sort of thing, I think, with the squad they've got. But so can Olive Young. They have the individuals that can hard carry on some of the harder maps. And Tap 1 is where we're going to start. Picked by Rectagon, so he is here for Olive Young. So that's immediately going to be a scary thing for Team Blue that he's around.
And the one thing to know as well too, since again, for my side, I get to see who's in the players. Unfortunately, you don't, because again, expected streamer-wise. Rectagon did show, we did see Anksync, as we're going to be seeing them in the blue identically right now. We did see we did not see yet Waifu yet, but we did see Teddy in the lobby a little bit beforehand. But for the side of Yeongjin Gukbap, Seonyoung did show up and Karcher did show up. So we know that possibly the strong players are going to be playing up in the lobby. But you know, there's going to be a little bit of a timing gap, because for Olive Young, there's going to be a little bit of an EST kind of scenario. While for Yeongjin Gukbap, they're playing in the South Korea time zone, so that's going to be like the afternoon timing right now for them. So maybe timing buffs can be a thing.
Yeah, it's kind of an interesting time for this match to happen, right? Because I guess 9 AM is quite late for the NA players. That's why I was thinking, would Rectagon be around for it? I mean, this is here. I'm sure it'll be fine at this time, but it's like, I guess it's a late match, a late Saturday, and it's more of an afternoon match for a lot of the Oceania players. Most of this room is so it's comfy time for them, to be fair.
It's funny that you said it's late Saturday, even though it's Sunday. It's
Sunday. Sunday.
It is Sunday morning. Yep. But anyways, hey, we're going to the match. We are going to be going into the tap number 1. This is going to be played on the T.
Speed. It's a pretty famous set, this, right? The it's a long version of Sakura Mirage. Very popular map. I think it's a map that a lot of you guys would have tried DT already, so it'll be nothing new. But the prep from the pool or not. But let's see how it goes. Let's see how it goes. This should be a proper tussle if everyone's in the lobby. It looks like we have full strength rosters. This should be good.
One thing to know as well too, this is going to be one of these short maps in being 1 minute 55 seconds. So anything related to ACK or anything related to combat jobs like Rectagon with holding on to 97.95%, that's going to be pretty huge, because FlyingTuna holding on to 98% is going to be doing a huge gap right here with Outbreaks as well too, with the highest ACK in the lobby as well.
There's very early breaks from Olive Young, and we're hitting them a lot. Map's fairly long though, we're 1/3 through. Pretty long for a DT pick, I should say. With double FCs on Yeongjin Gukbap, this is going to be pretty scary for Olive Young. Early break there from Sooyoung though, so it's just FlyingTuna left with the FC for them. Still climbing away though.
But unfortunately, yeah, that break right there in the middle is going to be a big situation really right now, because Rectagon holding on to that reverse choke with 97.9% is going to be actually helping the gap as well. And also Anks holding on to 99.17 still. Sooyoung holding on to the only FC. If they do break at any point here, but I think they did earlier actually, the score gap is going to be leading soon enough for Olive Young. But is there enough time? Is there enough destiny for it?
There's plenty of time, but do they have the strength for it? It's climbing so quickly into the next Ki. They take the lead. Both Rectigon and Atkins have great combos, so there's so much insurance as well. And another break from FlyingTuna, that is all she wrote. That is going to Olive Young for sure, but it was a big comeback though to try and get it back. Did it the hard way, but they've done it.
Hey, it's barely up at the end, but joining up again at the end, Atkins and Rectigon choke at the end, but still, whoever cares, it is the end of the map, and Atkins holding on to the reverse show with 99.17 I think at the end, or 1.15, close enough, but still, very crazy scores from Atkins getting the reverse and holding on to actually just get the comeback, but Soyeon breaking at the pivotal point. Same with FlyingTuna breaking at the pivotal point. Just good solid point, first point for Olive Young.
Yeah, definitely. Both those scores very good, but Atkins such a good speed player, showing what he can do. That 99%, child's play for him. But at the moment, it's going to be the lowest seed taking the point. I don't think that seed is particularly accurate, especially as the map pool starts getting harder. But the lowest seed will open up with their first win on their first pick. But Yeongjin Gukbap have the next pick, so they can try and answer right back with the whole pool open for them.
And one thing to know as well, like you said, this seeds kind of doesn't make sense all the way until the later rounds of turn back to take them too. The seeds doesn't really make sense for this match as well, because a lot of people are surprised actually of the upset that happened in the last round. I think, if I remember correctly, it did went through the TV and Olive Young actually survived that TV, so for them to survive. But by now, I think Olive Young is a demon after demon situation. So if Olive Young is able to fight this demon of Yeongjin Gukbap to send them to losers, they're going to be fighting another demon. But overall, Olive Young, this shouldn't be the seed. I think they kind of DC'd a little bit to like, they should be like seed number 9 right now, because this is what the matchup should be. So, hey, we'll see what happens for the Yeongjin Gukbap. Maybe they give a gentleman sweep here, or they give them more of a chance later on.
There's plenty of room to maneuver here with the whole pool open, and looks like aim 2 is where they're going. I see aim 2 in the chat, so that's going to be one of the customs, I think, as well for Battle of the Box. We like our customs here. We love our custom artists. And this one has a nice, lovely original background.
The one shout outs to say for this is going to be Pineapple for joining the background, and the custom map is going to be by Kigiri. So thank you for the background, thank you for the custom. It's going to be really nice to see, but again, this is going to be your aim 2 map. So do you know anything else about this aim 2 map, or do you know anything about the players for aim 2 who would be thinking about who's going to be coming in, or anything?
I'll be honest, I haven't done a full prep of the pool, so I'm kind of going in blind on these customs, apart from what I've seen in the showcase. So, I suppose we'll see how we go with it. I know it's mentioned awkward aim. I mean, it is in the aim slot, but it seems like it's the less comfy styling, lower SR, but probably more awkward angles, and it's also on hidden. A on 9.2 is getting quite dense as well, so a decent amount of density for that.
Yeah.
But no, I'd be sight reading the map along with these guys, I think.
Well, again, we're all going to be sight reading the map as we're going to be seeing, as we're going to be hearing. Actually, it's a little bit rhythmic, so you might be seeing a little bit of rhythmic awkward aim. And as we see on the stats as well, it's going to be 102 BPM. That might be a little bit of a lie because of the rhythmic feeling. So it might be like 1/3. That's why it's a little bit awkward as well too. But in general, though, we're going to be seeing for Yeongjin Gukbap, we're going to be seeing Karcher and FlyingTuna going to the mixed ball for Olive Young. Teddy is going to be coming in, and we almost got baited with Rectigon, but Anx is going to be coming in, or Atkins is going to be coming in actually.
It's a tricky name that. It took me a while, but yeah, I've been told that you pronounce it's Atkins. So.
Thank God. Thank God you figured it out. Because
I've been told, yeah.
Thank God, because it's not their first tournament that I actually streamed that they showed up in. So it's probably a good idea to get pronunciation in. But hey, the map is going to be starting now. This is going to be aim 2, hidden, 102 BPM, 3 minutes and 14 seconds long for this pool. Awkward aim.
We love aim here. Said no one ever. There we go then, yep. So yeah, Rectigon swapped out. So Tedder in for Recti on the hidden. But Karcher coming in for that hidden makes sense. Very well known for hidden hard up players.
Yeah, and as you say that as well too, we're going to be seeing everyone but Teddy actually holding on with really good accuracy at the start. But again, it's only the first 15 seconds of the map, so anything could happen later on, like definitely in the middle section where the score does matter most, aka your combo may actually matter the most. But for right now, Yeongjin Gukbap, they actually just have the same accuracy. But for all the young, they're going to be off a little bit from for Atkins holding on to minus 0.1, while for Teddy being first wake, going into the first PI. Let's see if they survive all the way through.
These wide angles coming in. Immediately you can see where the gimmick is. Karcher gets the break on Yeongjin Gukbap, so FlyingTuna with the FC. Bit like the last one, having to hold that FC as long as he can.
And yeah, as we're going to be going into the first break of the map, we're going to be seeing FlyingTuna and Atkins holding on to the FCs, while Karcher and Teddy are going to be the only two breakings so far. But because they're going to be tying off, but Karcher having the better actually, we see the score going into Yeongjin Gukbap, showing why they picked this and why it's going to their advantage. But hey, we're going to be going to the halfway point of the map now, and this is where your combo and act game matters. And right now, FlyingTuna has that, but if they don't choke, Atkins is going to be having a little bit of a steep one to go and trying to bring it back.
Yeah, he's lurking. He's waiting for his moment to strike Atkins. But FlyingTuna, you know, he's got so much experience in these positions, having to hard carry, and Atkins gets the break, so he's the one to blink. FlyingTuna now with a big advantage and so much combat, but it's all on the side of Team Blue. So really, at this point, they don't have too much to worry about from their opponents.
We've been going into the more space section. That's going to be Karcher trading off with Teddy and also Atkins as well, while FlyingTuna being the last one alive holding onto the FC with 9.15% FC right now. Karcher and Teddy are picking again too. This awkward aim showing disadvantage for them, but still, FlyingTuna is going to be helping the score gap for the side of Yeongjin Gukbap in this last quarter to be really high. Already 300k? Possibly we might be seeing 600k gap right here.
The awkward aim has definitely caught out the players on Olive Young. Atkins with the great combo though, but now finding a couple breaks in the second half. These horrible aim patterns. FlyingTuna finally loses his FC, but at what cost? Not much. They have 400k of lead. This is not a problem for Team Blue.
Not a problem at all for Team Blue, but Teddy and FlyingTuna are going to be trading it off. But still, Karcher coming in with the first choke of combo when they were slowly trying to build up everything. But like I said, it was like 400k of a score gap. There's not really anything that Oliver Young can do right now. If it was halfway, it would have been a chance. But still, that score gap already too far ahead. Yeongjin Gukbap already showing the dominance on hidden and on the aim section. So that's why they got the first point. But hey, there's still a lot of maps left and a lot of categories left. So what's going to be next for Oliver Young? They're not snap picking, so they're going to give good thought on this.
Yeah, still a lot of the pool open, but with the tapping getting banned and Olive Young's tapping roster definitely been their strongest suit in this matchup, I think. Yeah, they're gonna have to change tack eventually. There isn't a massive amount of tapping in the Battle of the Box pools this year, so you can't speed abuse too much. But if there's anything else, even remotely tapping heavy, surely they'll be looking at that and thinking, very tempting. Let's see. The only tapping left map is Herald of Aegir, and I'm not entirely sure if that's really pure tapping. That's more sort of on the gimmicky side, I believe.
Well, on note, it says the spiritual successor to Pasadena of Forsaken God. So, if you have any context of that, maybe that will work. But hey, instead, we're going to be going to Tech 3. Kind of surprising pick because this is going to be actually at Tech. This is going to be actually one of the older maps as well too in the pool. Well, in general, actually, being Nightfog.
Yeah, it's the smallest beat map ID in the pool, I think. This is the oldest uploaded map. Which is to say, it's not super old, but it is, yeah. This is a map that's been around for a long time. Another very popular one, Nightfog. I tend to see it a lot on mod pools. Sometimes you see it on hidden. But we're seeing it here on the Hard Rock, I believe.
Yes, so we are seeing this on Hard Rock. Non-hidden, non-mod, right? It usually is. So, hey, do you know any information about this map? Or
I do know this one. I do know this map a lot. It's actually a really cool swingy map. Lots of doubles in this. Lots of fast doubles. Lots of finger control. Some high SVs, but not really that high SV. It's more about the swinging rhythm and some pretty spicy aim patterns as well here and there on a pretty long map. It's 4.5 minutes. And obviously, because it's on Hard Rock, it's going to be pretty hard to act this. The act scores on the leaderboard are not particularly high from some very good players. So anything above 97 is a banger score on this, probably.
actually, if you want to talk about the scores, honestly, generally the highest act in general is going to be 98.6 on the leaderboard. So yeah, anything above 97 is going to be pretty good. But hey, as we're going to be seeing right now just on the map, again, the act is going to be showing a lot for everyone. FlyingTuna holding on to 88, but Vertigon holding on to 96. That's going to be a pretty big shift in the score.
Yeah, the intro is relatively easy on this. We're going to get into the harder stuff in just a moment. Bit of an intro to try and ease you in before the map starts throwing haymakers at you. When it comes to control, though, Yeongjin Gukbap have some scary players on this. So I think this is quite a risky pick, but Hard Rock is a very strong suit for Rectagon and Akens. The AR-10 is probably their comfy place for reading, which is probably why they picked it. But it's going to be a threat on this for sure.
Yeah, but the one thing to know as well too, it's going to be a little bit of aim control here and also a little bit of load. And like you said as well, the rhythmic doubles and the swing apart of this is really showing why Rectagon and Akens is going to be showing really throwing with 95 and 93, while for Karcher and FlyingTuna actually, the average for the accuracy is going to be really close, but they're going to be losing it a little bit. But because of the slight combo advantage they have, they're going to be still holding on to the victory here. As we're going to be going into a little bit of the finger control section, right? That speed point that everyone still survives on. We're going to be seeing Yeongjin Gukbap holding in by an inch, basically.
Yeah, nothing in it at all. Just that bit of ack. FlyingTuna with a 95%, the highest in the lobby at the moment. No one breaking on these early double patterns. No slips, but everyone having to hold on just a little bit. Big jumps there and no one breaks on them. Oh, that's tense. Look at that break. Oh.
That break, 93.74, 93.84 for Karcher and Anks, while for Vertigon and FlyingTuna, it's going to be a little bit more further, 95.04 to 95.3, so a little bit of shift, like, and the accuracy difference is basically by 1% altogether, but still, as you're going to be seeing the first break coming in very soon, most likely, Anks going to be losing a little bit on the 100s, maybe shaking a little bit, going to this yellow section. Hey, we're going to be seeing if anyone is going to be not shaking by nerves or just going to be staying calm.
I think that everyone in this lobby is experienced enough to be able to just sort of hold their nerve, but even this slow part has these weird rhythms and you can break easily shit missable. But no one breaking yet.
Yeah. Again, this shit miss basically is going to be if whoever breaks on the side on HR. Because yeah, it's just mental like that either way. But still, again, as we're going to be seeing Quad FC still, yeah, again, we can only look at the accuracies, and Vertigon holding up to 95.34, holding to the highest accuracy. FlyingTuna is still far behind a little bit by 95.23. But yeah, now going to the next TI. Let's see who survives here.
Right, here we go. Still 4 FCs, no one breaking yet. The athlete that's switching over to Olive Young in that slow section, but still, it's only 14k, it's nothing. FlyingTuna gets the break. The first break goes to Yeongjin Gukbap on there. Well, it's on there, not their pick, but
yeah. Well, not close enough. Akens gonna be breaking right after for Karcher again, though. It was close to breaking earlier, but because of FlyingTuna's break and Vertigon's holding on to the highest act in the lobby, holding on to this ending. If they don't break at the end, they get the point.
yeah, all Rectagon has to do now is hold, but can he hold? Karcher is threatening. The 1v1.
1v1 of all time. Vertigon does break at the end, but there's actually no... Wait, is there enough time?
Oh, there is, definitely.
No. Are you sure? Karcher is cutting to hundreds.
2k?
Oh my gosh.
3k?
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh. Yo.
What?
Oh, dude.
Damn.
Let's go, Karcher. Karcher boys, what an FC. The clutch. Recti breaking on those 1/3 right at the end, though. That is so unlucky. But dude, just one misses from every other player. That was it. A slider break from FlyingTuna.
Yeah.
That was so close.
Damn, I wish I had the Weaver Cup on. That would have been a clip of the century. But in general, though, yeah, like you said, just the ending part literally just spoke everyone. And literally, like you said, FlyingTuna just missing on a slider. Hawkins getting the one miss. I think it was on a slider too later on. And same with Vectagon actually hitting a mythic slider end basically. But Karcher holding on to the FC at the end. Basically giving a nail biter for both teams. And just getting the point is going to be a big point right now, as it's going to be their pick going in as well too.
Yeah, great position now here for Yeongjin Gukbap early on. The early breakpoint drop from Olive Young. It was a risky pick, picking something techie. And it looks like they might have just been able to steal it, but yeah, just fine margins on a map like that, because every player in the lobby was just making that look really easy on the consistency. It's not. Every single one of those scores were brilliant. But yeah, now Team Blue have their own pick, and they've got a point up, so happy days for them.
The question is what they're going to pick now, because technically if they want to keep going for custom, they can go with aim 3. But if they want to go with something else, because they just won tech, technically they can go for it, tech 2 as well, or even tech 1. The main difference here for those maps though, tech 2 is going to be played on Nomon, but tech 1 is going to be played on Hidden. So if they want to keep on having the hidden advantage, like they are going to have right now, that's going to be tech 1.
Like, yeah, they could do. And that's where they're going to go, yeah, tech 1. Carry me away. This one's been picked quite a lot from what I've noticed. This has been a popular one, but it is a very popular map in solo as well. A map that a lot of players know. Short version of Carry Me Away, mapped by Avina, formerly known as Pretty, quite an old school mapper.
What? Damn, well, lore drop right there. But in general though, like you said, yeah, this is going to be a really popular map. Surprisingly, during the time when this was mapped, like played, was like back in, I think this was played like back in 2019. This when it was starting to be showing up and played a lot. So being brought back today is kind of crazy to see. But yeah, it's gonna be your tech 1, and with hidden as well too. You most likely will be seeing the same rosters of Karcher and FlyingTuna coming in for Hawkins is gonna be staying here with Vectagon actually for this map this time.
I think I mentioned earlier about was it Nightfog having the smallest beat map ID, being the earliest uploaded map. No, that was me spreading misinformation on the internet. I misread the spreadsheet. It's actually this.
Yeah.
This is the one with the oldest beat map ID.
Yeah. I was going to mention it earlier, but nah, I don't want you to have me figure it out. Gaslighting for real.
So good.
Gaslighting for real. But in general though, again, I'm going to be seeing it from the chat. FlyingTuna has been grinding this out, but will this grinding be helpful in match? Because playing in solo and playing intermediate is always a different vibe. While Karcher running on to the SS right now, going into this first streaming section. I think the section in Vectagon will be the one breaking actually at the end of the sliders, while everyone else holding on to the FC. Karcher's still holding on to the SS Hawkins, holding on to 400s right now. Crazy start.
Early break there from Karcher on one of those burst streams, evening things out a little bit. That's a big break there from Recti, but it's still with Yeongjin Gukbap there. The 1v1 between Akins and FlyingTuna going on right now.
This is not the first time we saw them in the 1v1. We did see them in the 1v1 on the last pick, literally. So it kind of makes sense that they are going to be the both tech monsters on their team. But the second play curse is going to be showing right now with Karcher Vectagon. Basically 97.4 versus 98.43, but the combo game advantage for the side of all the young and Yeongjin Gukbap is really going to the side of all the young, because they will be having a 100 plus combo advantage, and also the accuracy too, coming in from against holding on to 98.23 versus FlyingTuna, so 96.7.
Final Ki now with those space bursts coming in, a bit of more of an act drop there from FlyingTuna, increasing the advantage. But now every player in this lobby has combo. Everyone has something to lose now, and Rectagon gets the break. Not good for them. FlyingTuna. Oh, that's a wait.
Wait.
That is pretty bad for them now.
Yeah, it is. Wait. Karcher's break at the end is going to be Hawkins versus FlyingTuna at the end. And the final burst is going to be actually seeing what matters. No act ups at all. Hawkins surviving at the end, holding up to the FC with the act win against FlyingTuna. And that's going to be their own break point against Yeongjin Gukbap after they lose their own point on Tech 3.
Immediately taking the break point right back. Great fight here from Olive Young. And that's a brilliant FC from Atkins there. 98.6. Winning the Ak War against FlyingTuna. That's got to feel good. Slider break from Rectagon. I think he would have been kicking himself if they dropped this one, because that's a great score from him as well. Karcher, though, with 98.82 miss is also so unlucky.
Unfortunately, getting a little bit half abuse there. Maybe Karcher might have been overstepping a little bit, but hey, in general though, this is what you wanted to see for Olive Young. Even if they lost this other tech point, it would have been kind of a scary mental where they wanted to go, because the tech pool might have been gone in general, because the next one for tech, aka tech 2, would have been slide away. But hey, the main thing to know as well too, Mods is still open, but one hidden one HR has to be picked, and immediately snapping Redicon, picking into fee 1.
That is, yep, free mod 1. It's another one of the customs. The Battle of the Box. We love customs. And we love custom art as well. You got links for this one on hand?
Yep, the background is going to be coming in from Carbon. This is going to be a collab between Tsuyun and Zidoran. So thank you for the custom and thank you for the background. As we're going to be seeing this map being 2 minutes and 24 seconds long. Oh gosh, the star rating. That number is going to be star rating, but hey, the timing though, in general though, the BPM is going to be averaging 224 BPM, but you can hear in the song itself already, it's going to be a little bit of a normal 5 as well.
Yeah, definitely gonna have a little bit of speed to this. Speed, aim, and finger control. The details for this one say. So very mixed skill set from that. Tells me there's a lot of little bits and bobs to this. Free mod picks do tend to have a lot of that, right? And then you pick your poison with the mods, either hidden or hard rock or flashlight. But I mean, come on, let's be real. Let's be real.
Who does it? True.
Who does that?
Yeah, who would be doing that?
No one's
like,
based enough to do that.
True. The time that we see a flashlight play come out is going to be the time when the world is going to be exploding. But hey, as we're going to be starting into the map immediately, that's going to be Redicon holding on to the HD, Akis holding on, or actually, other way around, Redicon holding on to the HR, Akis holding on to Hidden, while FlyingTuna holding on to Hidden, Troy Young, who's going to be coming in instead of Karcher holding on to the HR.
A break there. Actually, from Atkins and FlyingTuna on the same pattern just before that spinner right at the start. All traded though, so still very even. Nothing to really write home about that.
As we're going to be going past the first quarter, going to another little bit of speed thing to a section, that's going to be So Young. So holding on to the FC with the higher actually, I guess Redicon. Barely higher actually. Okay, now higher actually even more. Basically, now it's equal because of the chain hundreds from So Young, but still holding on to the combo game. Barely though. The next break from anyone is going to be causing the major shift, like that. It's not a major break, but it's an actually break.
The accuracy is definitely suffering here and there for everyone in the lobby. Still very solid across the board. That 98% from Rectagon looking real peachy for him. On his favoured hard rock. The 1/3, there goes Atkins. And Rectagon goes down.
And you almost forgot about FlyingTuna, who broke at the same point, so that's still going to be a big combo and big point here for So Young if they are going to be surviving at the speed section, where they look like they are going to be holding on to 95% though. That's going to be a little bit of an issue because Redicon holding on to 97% still. As we're going to be seeing the next speed up section, oh my god, okay, So Young surviving that. Jesus, this might be just the 3 point right there for Yeongjin Gukbap.
Yeah, it's the sort of pattern that could win the map if you can hold on a little bit, but here comes the faster aim section. So Young on that hard rock, 95% in a dream for him, but with no one else really to combat him.
Oh my god.
FlyingTuna breaks again, but he's still got the hard rock full combo. Finally finds a break, but that's a brilliant score from him nonetheless. Great score here from Sooyoung.
Yeah, Sooyoung holding on to... Okay, Sooyoung. We know how you play. Sure, you want to do that? Makes sense. But in general though, Sooyoung, 700k, almost 800k if they didn't break there. If they didn't miss extra for funsies. We're going to call that one miss. 800k. Holding on to those speed sections? Crazy score right there, but still Retigon. Major props to them. They're holding on to the highest act. Same with Atkins holding on to 96. It just, unfortunately, in Score V2, in the second part of the map, Common Game does matter. And we can see Sooyoung FCing all the way to the end mattered a lot.
A big combo game there. Threw some of the really hard patterns there and some of those tempo changes too. It's very nicely done when the pressure was on him to do it too. But more breakpoints. Sharing is caring. So Yeongjin Gukbap still in a very good position because they've got the next pick. All starting to thin out a little bit now though. Running out of the map, still plenty in the aim pool. Really, there's still a bit of everything to dip into just yet. But it's definitely starting to get a little bit less comfortable with these picks.
Yeah, like Vatican said in chat, please bro, no TPs, it's 5 AM and I want to die. Yeah, fuck the EST buddy. Fuck the scheduling hell. But in general though, even though it's 5 AM, Vatican is still playing really well. Playing up to par technically to help with support. Like, if they were getting scheduling gap, this would have been a sweep already. But even though it's 5 AM, they have resilience. But the thing is though, again, like we mentioned before, they went from TB last round into this round, facing a demon. Most likely this is going to be going to TB unless some miracle happens.
It does look a bit like a TB angle right now. It's only 3-2 I suppose, but I can see the script being written already. Here comes aim 1. Girls end loose. It's another custom. And it's precision custom this. Background by Perry Crayola. Thank you very much for your lovely work. Really cool BG. Some all over here from Miku in this one.
Also, the first custom map is their first custom ever as well. It's going to be coming in from Psy. So that's going to be pretty nice to see from here. But also, again, like you said, Perry Crayola being the one actually doing the background. Surprisingly, I actually have some nods about Perry Crayola because, yeah, a little bit of background is we did actually part of the 6-digit scene who actually helped with 6WC. So, and they cut the backgrounds there too. So, hey, it's great to see them going from there to here, going to some higher echelon kind of level with these custom backgrounds. And it is pretty cool as well too. But hey, like you said about this map though, this is going to be precision. This is your aim 1. Pretty different from your usual standards, but hey, this is not your normal standardized pool format. So. Now let's get this map started.
Here we go, more aim here. It's the sort of pick where, again, it's probably quite good here for Yeongjin Gukbap, but it's also going to be a pretty good one here for Olive Young with their precision players. The AI is like low-ish, but it's not that low. So it should be another one where both teams can have a say on this one.
Basically, if you want to compare this to to Tech 3, technically this is just Tech 3 but with more aim. And as you're going to be seeing this off the bat, we're going to be seeing the same scenario. Actually, as Tech 3, everyone is going to be holding on to the FCs. This is the same bosses that we saw from Tech 3 as well too. Karcher holding on to the SS at the start, but now Karcher is going to be breaking at the first quarter while everyone else is going to be holding on to FC. Other than FlyingTuna, who did break as well, so that's going to be a full reset for Yeongjin Gukbap. Off the side of all the young, that's going to be Vatican and Atkins holding on to the WFC.
First Kiai, man, that's doing some damage to Yeongjin Gukbap. So Olive Young now. Is there a break to see where they are? No, there isn't. At the moment, they're sitting pretty.
you can do a little bit of a quick tab to see what the score is, but in general though, Akin's gonna be missing a little bit on the OAM, I think, on that little bit of a tapping pattern, but Vecticon holding on to the HL Pavilions, something like that. Holding on to 98.75% accuracy, holding on to the FC, making it to the halfway on the map. If they break now, FlyingTuna and Karcher, who's holding on to the reverse choke, has a chance to come back, but this is going to be a little bit more tapping section. Who can survive here? It's going to be basically creating who gets the point.
At the moment, Vectigon's doing his best to push his sleep schedule even later because he's hard carrying right now. Mans is still FCing as we get into the next KI.
Oh.
There he goes. Never mind. Never mind.
Yeah, but you said that though during the entire time. You didn't actually mention to say about Karcher's double break. And FlyingTuna's break that happened right now too, but saving Akin who just makes a whole combo lobby reset. So in that point right now though, Karcher and Atkins holding on to 99.42 and 444, but FlyingTuna holding on to 99.27. And FlyingTuna not far behind, holding on to 98.85, 99.95 before, but because of the calm game earlier, they kind of made the big gap, and that's going to be surviving them all the way to the end.
It's a nice 700k there from Rectigod. On the aim picks, he's a menace, and he's done it again. Another breakpoint, so that's 2 breakpoints now for each side. They're just sharing all these points out, and we are still even, 3-3. Olive Young with the next pick. And again, the miscount's just so low. The players we have in this lobby are so crazy good. They're making these maps look like consistency right now.
We basically have, again, we have some OWC, 3WC player level, basically, in this lobby for the side of Olive Young, but for Yeongjin Gukbap, Karcher and FlyingTuna, OWC is South Korea. So it kind of makes sense why this match just has to be so close. And again, with the pace being in just breakpoints adding onto each other, again for Yeongjin Gukbap, we saw them having a kind of a pattern that they were picking only the hidden picks. But since both of the hidden picks are already gone, what now? Bmon? Or maybe a Nomad?
That's the ultimate question here. It's, I mean, have a little look. Let's have a little look.
But the thing is though, we can worry about that a little bit later because it's Olive Young's pick now. But their pattern so far has been a little bit of a speed kind of method, so maybe tap 3 might be picked here because of the speed method. Or who knows what else is going to be picked. What else has speed in this pool?
There isn't really a lot left. I mean, yeah, tap 3 is, well, you know, it's in the tap-in slot, but it is more of the gimmick side, the control side. But they could go into that if they want to try and get a little bit of tap-in abuse in. They could also go for a hard rock pick as well. We do have aim 3, which is hard rock. It's more precision, which would suit their roster pretty good. And it's another custom, so you know, you have to see.
Yeah, but the thing is, with the precision kind of pick, again, we just saw aim 1 being low CS. That's gonna be, again, your precision pick there, so with that being super close, you might be wanting to give Yeongjin Gukbap that pick. But as you're gonna be seeing for all Young, they are gonna be picking tap 3. This tapping abuse kind of map. So, hey, if they can survive this, they get another point, and hopefully they can survive 2 more, aka Yeongjin Gukbap pick, and then all of Young's final pick, and then your Vecticon go to sleep.
I think that's the goal for Recti at the moment. But yeah, here comes tap 3. You called it. It is going to be more tapping abuse. But less just the pure speed abuse and more on the control side. But it is metal. You can hear those. You can hear the constant strain in this already. About 3.5 minutes, so not super long. It's the longest of the tapping picks though. Being the only one that's not DT.
Yeah. Honestly, as well too, almost the longest map in the pool. The longest map in general was actually tied for TB and for Tech 3, which was Nightfog actually, which is both 3 minutes and 53 seconds. This being only 3rd place. Okay, no, actually this is not the longest map in the pool. The longest map in the pool is 4 minutes and 14 seconds. But Yeah, this is going to be the more tapping abuse kind of map. As we're going to be seeing this as the spiritual successor of to Path of the Forsaken God. Let's see what happens here.
Let's see. It's still on a knife edge, this one. Both teams just constantly trading. Either team can get a foothold in this one, and every map really just coming down to very, very small mistakes. But as the map progresses thin, we'll see if those start to creep in more and more. There goes Sooyoung with the early break here for Yeongjin Gukbap.
And at the start, immediately we would see some kind of weird elevating bursts or streams in general, though, as we're going to go to this little bit of a field section. Accuracy-wise, Arkins and Rectigon holding on to 99.73, 98.41 respectively. Karcher holding on to 98 average 98%, as they are going to be going into the more streamer section of the map like that. That's still going to be everyone holding on to be alive, but Sooyoung holding on to 99.3% accuracy. That's going to be a good recovery if anyone breaks.
Just down there with another break. No one else in the lobby breaking on these streams though. And really, honestly, it's going to be definitely consistency on these sorts of streams for Recti, Atkins, and Karcher. Waiting for someone to just get a silly slip.
If talked about a silly slip, that's going to be a little bit of a accident going to the side of Karcher a little bit, holding on to 98.9, not go running into the 99% club yet. And you know though, we're going to be seeing Sooyoung hitting all 100 right there. Losing a little bit of accuracy right there, but still, Atkins and Rectigon holding on to 99% still, 99.4% accuracy average for their side. That score gap is kind of huge because of that.
At the halfway point now, and there's the break. So far, so good here for Olive Young on their own pick, looking like he could steal this one away. I think with stream picks is though, if we do see any breaks on the side of Olive Young, that score lead can switch massively at the moment. Rock solid. And there goes Karcher. That is not what they needed. The only FC for Yeongjin Gukbap is gone now.
That is going to be unfortunate right there too, but Rectigon actually going to be trading it off and actually losing some actually there too, going with Karcher. But now it's going to be Atkins holding on to the only FC, but this war is not going to be with FlyingTuna this time. It's going to be with Sooyoung this time, holding on to 99.1. So the eye gap being a 0.56 difference, but the FC still holding on really high. If Sooyoung does hold on all the way to the end, and FC is all the way to the end, while Atkins is going to be breaking at any moment. If they do, that is going to be the shift of momentum right there. But Rectigon breaking right there. But Karcher is holding on to combo. This second player curse is not going to be doing that much damage yet, but it will be doing damage pretty soon.
Anyway, as long as Atkins holds though, the point's going to be moot, and he's still going. He's not letting go with this full combo. Strain phasing absolutely no one in this lobby. It's just consistency on these streams. And Atkins has it.
You say that, but Karcher is just immediately chain missing, with Sooyoung actually doing a little bit of a miss, and with Karcher and Atkins actually chain missing right there too at the end. Atkins not able to hold onto the cigar at the end, but still holding on to a judgmental score, giving Oliver Young another point.
Like they've won one of their own picks. Finally, it's took a while, but we've got one. But in the end, Rectigon actually FCing the final Ki there was pretty sick. Ending it in a flourish for him. And the 3 miss from Sooyoung is a great miscount for this. No major chain misses to report on their side. But unfortunately, the team consistency just too strong here from Olive Young, and especially from Atkins. That combo was huge.
Combo matters the most in Scorpio 2, and it showed up super well right there for them. But now for the side of Olive Young again. The tapping maps are starting to slow down and starting to leave. And it looks like they are kind of gone now. What's left in the pool for tapping? Like in general, like what actually is left? It might be like Femod 2, and that's it. But for Yeongjin Gukbap, their pick by now is truly going to be the top, because they technically are even with Olive Young in the low position pick. They did technically I don't remember. Did they lose or did they win the no aim one?
Oh, the aim one was an Olive Young win, wasn't it? It was a Rectagon carry on that one. So I mean, I think that remaining aim map is a good one for Olive Young. It's possibly a good one for their last pick. I think. Of all the maps left, that's like the best one for them in my opinion. But I think everything else is pretty good for Yeongjin Gukbap, right? That tech map's gonna be pretty good, and I think the remaining 2 free mods are gonna be pretty good for them as well. You know, it's Stargazer's aim and Koa is ult.
Yeah.
This should suit them okay.
Yeah. The main thing is though, for Stargazer and Koa, that is gonna be actually free mods. So if they want to go with that scenario, they can go with that. But we're going to be seeing slider tackling in Is Our Destiny.
It was their destiny to pick Tech 2. So they did.
Is it their destiny or is it their death? That's a good question there.
I guess we're gonna find that one out, aren't we?
100%.
We'll find out.
Yeah.
Ishtiak, that's a tech mapper if I've ever seen one. And Azrulk, popular map this as well. I think it's been pulled quite a bit, seen it around.
Yep.
We love slider tech.
We love slider tech indeed, and technically, it's been around in the upper level scene, and also technically has been around in the 6-digit scene. Again, referencing back to 6WC, this was the qualifier, and Jesus, this was painful. And it kind of shows as well here too, because as you said, Ishtiak being a notable tech mapper, both is painful, and both will be seeing a lot of it, unless they lock in. Which, for Rectagon and Alvion, with Arkans as well, they want to lock in. Arkans technically has been permanent lobbying here too, while for Yeongjin Gukbap, I think Karcher has been permanent lobbying as well too.
Yeah, I think the 4 we've seen in the lobby have been playing the vast majority of maps. We've seen Tedder once, I think.
Yeah.
For Olive Young. Su Young has been popping in quite a bit as well for Yeongjin Gukbap as well. So, but for the most part, Olive Young have been rolling with their 2-player roster, I think, apart from 1 map so far.
Again, as we're going to be starting into the map here, actually drop immediately from Arkans, holding on to 84%, and Karcher holding on to 91%, basically saying that they both missed like slider wins, 1 or 2 of them. But in general though, that wouldn't matter until we hit the main KI. In which we're going to be seeing FlyingTuna and Vertigo holding on to an SS, starting into the map.
So as the map tempo starts picking up, I imagine that Ak will start climbing, but we'll see if the sliders have anything to say about that.
It's going to be 2. Discipline sliders matter the most, and that's going to be the start of FlyingTuna holding on still to the SS, while Vertigo holding on to 97.96.
Here come those sliders. The highest freeze kicking in. Atkins gets the first break here for Olive Young. Advantage to Yeongjin Gukbap early on here.
That break from Karcher and Arkans again going to be breaking him. And again too. Yeongjin Gukbap holding on to the advantage on this map on their own pick. With FlyingTuna still holding on to 99.5% accuracy.
That's all you need. It's all you need.
Yeah.
FlyingTuna on these tech maps, man. Clean play. Such a clean play so far. The Ak lead is actually making the difference. Rectagon down to 97, well, nearly 98, sorry, and that's still very, very good. But the difference is all in FlyingTuna.
Yeah. As you're going to be seeing, Rectagon is not far behind it with 97.97, aka 98% if you round it up. And that's going to be 15k off. Anyone breaks here, even the second player of Arkans and Karcher, that's going to be huge with the score gap. But with Karcher losing a little bit of accuracy right there, that score line bringing a little bit closer now.
Yeah, it's closing a bit. Some Ak drops there. The Ak lead goes over now to Olive Young. Combo lead still the same. Will someone find a break on these sliders now?
Will we or won't we? As we're going to go into the second part of the sliders, with Arkans actually holding on to 97.2%, Karcher holding on to 96.2% in general too. That's why the score line is going back and forth right now. FlyingTuna and Rectagon so holding on to the FCs. Rectagon does have a little bit of a disadvantage right there, with FlyingTuna holding on to 98%. But as we're going to be going into the more space section of the sliders, that's going to be no one picking it at all, but still that score line going back and forth.
Oh my god, it's so close. No one broke on that Ki. The map's winding down. The Ak lead, it doesn't exist. 100 can swing it.
Yeah. And as we're going to be seeing if any 100's going to be faking at all, or any act job's going to be faking at all, that's going to be Karcher faking a little bit accuracy, but Arkins holding on to a little bit. I drop it the act at the end too. And that's going to be the win going to the side of Yeongjin Gukbap. Barely by an inch, by a slight win, basically. Jesus.
It doesn't get any closer than that. Dude, no one broke on the second Kyo, and they were just trading the ACK lead constantly back and forth the entire way. That was like a coin flip moment right there. That was a legitimate 50-50. But it is Team Blue that get it and keep the game tied. Jorian, dude, this is a crazy game so far.
Yeah, Doomsday. Like all the young storyline has been so far, aka for the last 2 rounds, they have been surviving TB to TB. Their seed is not really showing their true potential, as technically they are showing that they are the seed 9 in this tournament right now. While for this side of Yeongjin Gukbap, they are strong, but hey, against some civilized players, aka some experienced players as of Young, what can you do there? There's only 2 more maps left for the side of all Young. What do you pick here? Aim, 3, or going to the theme mods, which is going to be truly the gamble pick, because Yeongjin Gukbap, they have better bot advantages, but that's going to be what Young is going to be showing in pretty soon.
You got 2 aim maps essentially, and then an ult map left, right? The aim 3 is, well, it's aim, hard rock, precision, and the 3 mods, your stargazers, aim heavy, co-ed is ult heavy. I do still think aim 3 is probably the play. It's hard rock, it's their jammer. They've got those crazy hard rock players. They've already won on girls and loose. That's another precision aim pick. But we'll see how they're feeling.
Yeah, but the thing is though, even though they won on the aim 1, which is technically HR aim, remember what happened in the tech 3, which was actually HR, but it was tech. So it's a little bit different there, but the accuracy for HR is technically a good idea. But as we're not going to be seeing a snap pick yet at all from all of Young, most likely they will be taking a little bit of time. Maybe the players are playing it off, seeing what maps they're going to be best at, and they're going to be picking that. It most likely might be, okay, it's aim 3, like you said, Doomsday.
It is aim 3. Hard rock boys. Yeah, you mentioned about Nightfog, and yeah, that is true. That one was very scary for Olive Young, we'll just say that much, but yeah, this is more on the mechanics side. I reckon it suits them better than Nightfog did. But I mean, we are pretty late in the match here. Rectagon is yearning for sleep right now. We'll see if he collapses halfway through the map, but if he doesn't, he should be very, very good on a map like this on hard rock.
But as you can see, with no one in the lobby, Karcher, everyone is practicing the map.
Yep, make full use of the timers. That's the tournament players know how to do that.
Yep, indeed. And as he really popped back into existence like nothing happened, that's gonna be Rectagon, Karcher, Arkins, and FlyingTuna coming back in your usual rosters as we saw in this whole tournament. But in this whole match, during this whole tournament, obviously it's gonna be here because this is a 4-man tournament. So, in general though, as you're gonna be seeing it right now, going through this HR pick of aim 3, Rectagon, Arkins, Karcher, and FlyingTuna. Karcher and FlyingTuna having technically a little bit of a safety net, but instead the two, you can say that with Arkins and Rectagon having a safety net is tie game. Whoever wins this is going to be going to match point.
There we go then. It's the last pick for Olive Young. Regardless what happens, this is their last pickable map and probably the last good one for them. Lovely original background as well. Really cool. Really love this work here. So great work from Kahuni for this PG.
Oh, right. It is a custom. Boom. And the custom map is going to be coming in from Melons as well too. So as we will be showing into the map, the scoreline already going back and forth with Rectagon and Karcher holding on to 99.63%, tying the game, while FlyingTuna and Arkins actually tying their game on as well too, holding on to 99.4%.
Waiting for someone to blink, waiting for someone to cough. That's what it comes down to on these aim picks. It's all just consistency and little mistakes. These little wiggle streams, though, give you the fear to watch, but these players are not phased by it one jot.
And that's why we don't want to talk about chat, because if that happens, when we talk, it's going to be called the commentators with Arkage breaking at the 99.1% above FlyingTuna, holding a little bit of Arc loss right there at 99.2%, going from 99.4, but still, hey, Vector and Karcher holding on to 99.4, and Vector holding on to 99.86. That accuracy gain is going to be huge here if anyone breaks for Yeongjin Gukbap.
It is huge. The timing as well, just before the easier part as well, is big for them. Building an advantage before the map picks up again.
It's going to be picking up very soon. With these both sides, FlyingTuna is going to be slightly big way. Is that Banjo? That's the true question here as we're going to be going into the PI.
Ooh, I don't know. I don't think that was Bancho, Joey. I think there might actually be a proper break on the slow part from FlyingTuna. And Atkins has recovered nicely. Ooh. Another one from FlyingTuna.
We're going to be seeing FlyingTuna pretty big double at this point, Tuesday. That's going to be Atkins holding on to that recovery cover, like you said earlier, to 99% basically now. For Karcher, losing a little bit of accuracy there as well, too. We are in the 1-0 section, by the way. It's gone showing off dominance on their RGR play, showing on to the accuracy as well, too. Giving the score back, but if Karcher actually break at the end, they are pissed about that. But that is going to be all of Young's point right there, and merely getting it boosted.
Oh man, yeah, Karcher is not a happy bunny about that. And at the break, they see that they've got the lead, so much insurance too on both the players of Olive Young.
Okay, sure.
Okay, Atkins. Okay, I think we'll take full responsibility for that one. But it's okay, Rectagon is immune. He's cast a curse immune.
Going into this last aim section right now, FlyingTuna going up to 98.86%, but Karcher could be the one breaking right there too in the slider, and they both chain mess. But Rectagon finally breaking at the final point of the map, but it doesn't matter anymore because they did the damage and the damage has been done. That's going to be ongoing point. Their gamble has been played off and their gamble has been succeeded. But for Yeongjin Gukbap, what will they do now? Will they bring it to TB or will they bring it to Young's victory, securing this quote-unquote back to Demon into another round?
Well, they've got the last pick in turn. They've got 2 maps to do it. They're both free mods. But Olive Young make their last pick count. That's a great score again from Rectagon on that hard rock. He is a titan. And that is a titanic score from him. But it's not over yet. And the game continues for Rectagon. The sun is rising somewhere in the US. But it's the sun setting on Yeongjin Gukbap's run this time. We'll soon see.
Yeah, well, the one thing to know as well, this is double elimination, so
yeah,
technically
it's a winner's bracket match, right? So
yep,
they're not out, but
yeah. So, like, at least they're not going to be sunsetting yet. They're going to be sunsetting into its sudden death. That is going to be the loser to the match. But if you want to confirm on the sunlight in the room, because Vatican is in EST time zone, I can confirm this right now. The sun is not up yet.
Oh, no, okay. It's safe yet.
Yep. So the night owl gaming is not alive for Vatican, but technically the sun might be rising because they might be more eastern on the time zone area. But in general though, Yeongjin Gukbap, they need to pick a map that they will win on, and they have more confidence in going to TB. Because if they win this, they go straight to TB, which is going to be double free mod basically. If they want to play a mod in free mod, sure they can do that, but they can play no mod in free mod up to TB. But in general though, what will they pick to finish off this match?
It's either AIM or ult. Anti-mod, so it's small CS and low approach rate Stargazer. And that's where they're going to go. So the first real use of low approach rate in this matchup here is in map number 10. For at least 2 of these players on the hidden. Hard rock is going to be lots of precision, which we've already seen plenty of. And both these teams can cover that well. But with it being more on the gimmicky side, it should be a pretty good one for Yeongjin Gukbap. But at this point in the game, who knows?
Yeah, one thing to know, as we're going to be seeing in the stats as well, 3 minutes and 20 seconds, it's going to be the full song, but the drain time for the map is going to be 2 minutes and 48 seconds actually. So that's CS5, L8, and T-Mod kind of pick, which is actually a custom, by the way. The back one will be going to the side of Konchan. on Twitter, and also the custom is being made by High Tech. So thank you for the custom and for the background as well too there. But in general though, we're gonna be seeing most likely it's gonna be the same rosters. No one's in the lobby, but Soyoung will be coming in instead of FlyingTuna most likely. Hawkins and Reticon are gonna be showing up here. Teddy most likely fell asleep. If we're being so real, Teddy either fell asleep or they're locking in for TV. While Karcher and Soyoung most likely gonna be locking in for this final map. Oh no! Actually gonna be FlyingTuna.
Yeah. No Soyoung this time for the Hard Rock, looks like. Or I imagine FlyingTuna will be the hidden. Karcher will probably be taking Hard Rock. I can only guess. I guess without really any of these players, especially because they've been so permanent lobbied for a lot of this, I want to get a little bit of warm up on that AR rate maybe for the hidden players, which should make sense.
Yeah. But hey, as we'll be starting to go in now, immediately no, but a breath. They're just gonna be locking in, knowing that it's gonna be the tournament line for the winner side at the bracket. Whoever loses this goes straight into losers. For Yeongjin Gukbap, this is going to be the last chance to secure a point to go to TV, or for all of Young to secure the bag and finish off the map immediately, moving on to the semi-finals. But as you're going to be showing off this map immediately, the Destiny is going to be showing off really hard for them. Arkin is going to be showing off the main pain of AR8, with them starting off at 9%, while for Karcher and FlyingTuna holding on to 99%, and Karcher holding on to 97%, but don't forget about Bactigon. Don't holding on to 99% as well too. Well, 98.75 is still close enough.
Yeah, for our purposes, it's basically dead even. Just the difference in that hidden, really. But regardless, so far so even. Just waiting for someone to find a cough somewhere. The misses have been premium on pretty much every single map at this point. It has just been a map pool maybe slightly too easy for the players we have. So any miss is going to hurt a lot, it seems.
As we're going to be waiting basically until the last point of the map. Usually we see the break at the end of the map. So either going to be seeing just this common game, this more break section for them to just build up a score, build up an accuracy to finalize the final score. Going to the first key eye section more or less. That's going to be Arkin actually going in for the first break. Mostly going with the low AR disadvantage here. Holding on to 95% accuracy right now, but Yeongjin Gukbap holding on to 99.3, 98.85, showing why they picked this, knowing why they want this at the end map going to TV.
Yeah, the low AR, not the favourite protocol for Atkins, but he did well to humble that much of it. We're halfway through now though, and another break just before the halfway point there from Atkins is going to hurt him so much as well. No issues on the AR rate from the tournament veteran, old school player of FlyingTuna. And this is looking like a TV angle, I think. The scriptwriters have been cooking with this one, Jorian.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be that day. Once again, I can't believe it. 2 streams I did already and both of them go to TV. But in general though, right now, the main thing right now for Bactigon, they are going to be seeing a 99.36 still FCing, while FlyingTuna holding on to 99.36% as well, still FCing. Karcher holding on to 99.04, still FCing as well too. It is past the deadline for a scoreline to change, unless Karcher and FlyingTuna break at the same point in Bactigon actually stays alive right now. But because of the break from Arkin, it's going to be TV. Put it in chat, it's TV hype.
Yeah, this is just a TV angle all over. Atkins with a few breaks now. Rectagon still FCing, but it's a double FC from FlyingTuna and Karcher. This is disgusting behavior, actually. This is actually disgusting. This 99% from FlyingTuna is crazy, by the way.
Yeah. It is crazy, and going to the end as well too. That's going to be FlyingTuna holding onto the FC at the end. The accuracy though, like you said, Rectagon holding on to 98.24. That's crazy.
And there it is. It is tiebreaker time. One and all, it is the tiebreaker. It is the original tiebreaker from Retro. Kageyutsushi. Featuring the one and only Hatsune Miku. An original composition, and of course an original background as well. Awesome project this. The background by Saturn, who is a long-time contributor to Battle of the Box. Thank you very much. Jorian, it is time.
Yeah, it is time. You can see again, no one is in the lobby. So, they are all going to be practicing the map in general right now. They're going to be having a little bit of time to stay alive here. But as we're going to be going into the stat pool of this map, we're going to be seeing that it is going to be 192 ppm, 4 minutes and 21 seconds. Technically 4 minutes and 21 seconds, but actually it's going to be 3 minutes and 53 seconds of green time, AR 9.5, and CS4. This is going to be your multi-skill set general mechanics kind of map from Devious Panda.
It is, yeah, Devious Panda, a feared mapper in the custom mapper scene. Made a lot of very scary control maps in this one, a very mixed skill set map, using the full experience of him in making maps like this. And it's also a style that I don't think any of these players are going to be too unfamiliar with playing lots of tournaments. You do see Devious Panda quite a lot, especially a couple of years ago, he was very active. But here we go. It is time. Winners bracket match, as we mentioned, so no one's going out yet, but the winner's going into the semi-finals winners bracket, and that's where you want to be.
Yeah. Now, hopefully, in one thing, this is the actual TV. Okay, this is the actual TV. Hopefully, this song is correct, because we're going into this full blind, like 100% blind, so we don't know the actual full or the song in general. So we'll see if it's right. It might not be the right song. Oh no. So we might have a little bit of problem here with the TV. Unfortunately, this might not be the right song.
No, it is. This is definitely the right song. This is definitely the right song. I've heard it before.
Surely this is the right song.
Yeah, it is. It is. It wouldn't load if it wasn't.
Oh,
but just be warned. About halfway through, Miku says some rude words. So close your ears if you're innocent.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Yeah. But
We're past the watershed, I suppose.
Yeah. And unfortunately, why does that happen like this way? But in general, though, hey, at least we know about this map in general, though, and we can just say it based off the hit sounds. And because this, okay, in fair warning, depending on how long this map is, if the map actually goes all the way for the song to end, the song ends before the TV actually ends, the score will be deleting itself. One fact to know there. But in general, though, as we're gonna be singing right now, but the song still singing alive, with the map still singing alive to Karcher and FlyingTuna holding on to 99.58 and FlyingTuna holding on to 99.51.
Early break from Hexagon, the only difference so far. No one getting phased on any of these patterns so far. The tech coming in, which was so close earlier in the matchup. Atkins gets the break, so the FC is down for Olive Young. Double FC here from Yeongjin. Actually, no, not quite double FC. It was an early break from Karcher, but now it's definitely not an FC. It's just FlyingTuna left in the lobby.
Yeah, and after we're going to be seeing into the map right now, that is going to be still Retigon going up the big, Atkins going with the big as well, but Karcher holding on to the 98% is going to be helping really well, but for FlyingTuna, there's going to be 98.81 holding on really well right there.
Halfway through now, and FlyingTuna has the ability to hard carry this. Slow part as well, so that's such a good moment for him to make that work. 100k by the time this closes down for sure.
And as it's going to be going in past the halfway point now, that is going to be still FlyingTuna holding on really well with the FC. The Karcher holding on to 98.25. That goal gap is going to be still showing off really huge here, but Retigon still holding on with 98.43, and Ark is holding on to 98.66, helping out really well as well too. If we see a break from Retigon, from FlyingTuna, that's going to be huge.
Yeah, this is really big now. It's getting really scary for Olive Young. Technically the lower seed, but let's say this is pretty much dead even. As it has been all game long. But FlyingTuna is the difference maker. Karcher with the break, that's big. It's actually advantage Olive Young now. Oh, it really is now. That's a big reset here from Yeongjin Gukbap. Atkins 600 combo. Time running out though.
With time running out, going to the and for the map that is going to be with FlyingTuna holding on to 98.7% accuracy. Combo game going from Octane is going to be pretty close to actually going to the final point of the map. Maybe there's enough time, but I don't think there's enough density. There was not enough density. Oh no.
That is GG. And
Yeah.
I may need to break the news. This definitely is not the right song.
Yeah, so yeah, as we go, so you wanna know what the song is? In the background?
I was waiting for the Miku to tell me that my father thinks I'm a joke, but it didn't happen.
Yeah.
What the hell?
Unfortunately, we got mobbed. And we all got mobbed in TV. And now Vatican joins the sleep. So unfortunately, with the song preview being Sexual and Self-Fiddle Gold somehow getting imported to be the TV for some reason.
What?
Being 4 minutes and 26 seconds long, so the TV still played out. Somehow we got Vada Miku. I can't believe
What?
it.
I am so confused right now.
Yeah, they're
One
very
thing I can tell you is Yeongjin Gukbap won it. And they won it with a very nice run from FlyingTuna on that map. That was not the TP, but regardless, they won it. Very nice win. And honestly, crazy game. Crazy game. Ah, can we get a showcase for this TV now? I really want to see it played.
No, honestly, for real, like we have to see it now because literally we just saw we saw the most similar map, the match to go all the way to this mistake. Gosh, this client can be such a curse sometimes. But hey, now that we see that Yeongjin Gukbap actually survived, they move on to the semifinals.
They do. Yo. Anyone want to join me for a cheeky showcase? I'm totally down to jump on right now, play this TB.
God, I need to re-download the show. I need to re-download the map though. That's the main thing. So we have to play the map. Yeah, but hey, other than that, we're gonna be seeing 40 minutes side for Yeongjin Gukbap. We're gonna be going up there. And the loser side, we're gonna be seeing that they're gonna be fighting for all of Young in the next round. The winners of Career Periods and BotB.
Yeah, that one should be really good on there. But yeah, great win there from Yeongjin Gukbap. The strong South Korean roster will continue on. But plenty more games happening in Battle of the Box this time. Plenty more TBs to hopefully be played and seen. Thank you very much for the games, though, from both those teams. That was absolutely crazy. Shout-outs to the Rectagon, who can now hopefully enjoy a well-earned rest in bed after staying up to 5 in the morning to play his game. And I'm sure Jorian feels the same, waking up to 5 AM to cast this one. Thanks for hopping on and streaming this one, mate. It's, hopefully it was well worth for you. It was a great game, and I had a good time casting with you, mate.
Oh, indeed. This was so much worth it. And also, it was fun commentating with you, too. Actually, being one of the OG players, now going to the commentator, actually going to this far. But yeah. I
mean, I should probably say, I mean, I'm not sure what your plan is here, but if you want to, like, run a showcase at TB, I'm totally down to play it right now. But it's your call as the streamer.
Well,
your call, mate.
The thing is, if we get 4 people in the lobby right now, and if we get 4 people in the lobby right now, we can do showcase. But that's the thing. We have we have a timer. So
I suppose okay, yeah, right.
If y'all want to see it, if y'all really want to see it, the timer is on. Get everyone in the lobby. Let's see that in action. Let's see the beat download actually happen as well too, as we're gonna be waiting. Yeah, let's get the beat download.
I'm getting on load.
What?
BRB.
Yep, the map. Yeah, we are going to be going for the re-download, so we are going to be playing a little bit of BotB music. As that's going to be happening. Can I play? If whoever wants to play, we're going to get the invite a little bit, and let's log into the lobby. Will Banjo like us though, and actually put the map in the same spot, in the exact spot where it should be? We'll see. But yeah, no, the crazy occurrence of that happening, just having the song load, but the MBT swap happening,
I was listening to it thinking, hang on, this doesn't sound right. And then I was like, was it just me? Because I'm very sleepy because I've just woke up. And then I realized, no, this isn't right.
Yeah,
that is so weird. That is the first time anything like that has happened on my cast. I've been casting a long time.
Yeah.
That is so odd, but it's fine. I'm gonna get on the plate right now.
Yeah, the funny thing is, for me, this is not the first time this happened to me.
Really?
Yeah, because the funny thing is, the first time I figured this out was actually during, again, 6WC mentioned, 6WC 3, when a DT2 was played, and its song was supposed to be 2 minutes and 12 seconds long, but the song itself, the MP3 that played, was 1 minute and 53 seconds long. So the last 20 seconds of the song, of the map played, the scope was diminishing. So just like when you play the longest also map with the marathon, where the scope was actually deleting itself, that happened.
Oh.
Yeah.
What the? Wow.
Yeah. That's some turning client facts, but yeah, that's how crazy it is. But as you wanna know, as the map hopefully is gonna be loading correctly, we are gonna be going into the TP very soon. So yeah.
Hell yeah, I am on. I'm gonna whenever they're ready.
Oh, waiting for the ad rep. We're waiting for the rep to invite the players to come in, aka you and 3 other players. We'll see what will happen here. Now, in honest truth though, let's actually see if this actually works correctly, as we'll be waiting for the map to load in. Yeah, so hopefully this is going to be the best TV showcase that everyone has been wishing for.
Oh mate, this is gonna be the showcase of all time.
It's 100% will be. I should change skins to be correct. This is the right song. It is the right song. Yeah, look at that.
There we go. Yep.
This is the song we have been waiting for. Stitch away. Oh no. Is this the correct song? Let's check decode. Okay.
This is definitely the right song, yeah. This is the one. This is the tune from Retro we wanted to see. Anyways, I'm gonna. I suppose I'll mute up then and give it a proper go. So I shall leave you to it. I'll be right back.
Yep. Good luck. Doomsday. And there they go. Just do this, and now they disappeared. Yeah, we are going to be seeing the correct song now. Finally, out of all these circumstances, the client has not screamed at us, and now we are here. Now we wait for a D+2. Who will be all the young? Who will be beating all the young quote unquote against Yeongjin Gukbap? Okay, people playing in DTP playing this show match. Yeah, who's gonna be invited? We'll see. I'll be on Rachel. That's gonna be TTP UFO. Who actually played in a match before here. I feel rush.
Yeah, see, I just got out of bed for this.
Yeah, so it's kind of crazy what the rare MP3 swap to happen.
Yeah,
so yeah, that 1% of all the maps that I loaded, that happened. And yeah, hey, at least the map works now.
I mean, I'm seeing in the chat people playing BOD, like you're just showing we're just showing it for fun.
Yeah.
Why not? There's no reason why you can't. It's not going to count towards anything. Just like I said in the chat, just don't do anything that's like gonna, break any rules of Twitch or anything, or unbatch the tournament.
Yeah, well, really, the main thing right now what we're going to be seeing is just a showcase of the TP that we didn't see in this matchup that we actually should have saw it. But we saw the map itself, the song we never heard, so it's going to be the banger.
God, I love this song. It's so stupidly goofy. Great.
So the Fire Night Funky sound like sounds was supposed to be. It's was supposed to be there. It wasn't just a joke, right? Like that.
Nothing is ever a joke. Yeah, sure, you can join. Why not? I don't just somebody get Doomsday Fanboy in here. I don't know.
It will be so funny if we saw Doomsday Fanboy play against Maidman TTP UFO.
Yeah.
It would make a lot of sense though, wouldn't it? Technically.
No, it would. Guys, just to clarify for the stream here, guys, this is not all of Young versus Yeongjin Gukbap. This is like random player combo A versus random player combo B.
Yeah,
Let's
actually,
be perfectly clear.
actually, if you want this to be like, actually, that to show it to be actually correct, we could just put in the old client, just to make this actually make a lot more sense.
You know what? Like, we're here. I'm gonna separate them out and just say, like, when I do the highlights, I'm about to say it's a separate show match. We'll call it from there.
Yeah, that's a good call. Yeah, that's honestly a really good call to do there.
Yeah, it's fine. I'm not doing this until tomorrow, until actually morning. It's 6 a.m. and I'm like,
It's 6 a.m. and you're tired, and
I'm going back to bed after this.
yeah, I'm going back to bed after this. I'm gonna be might still be awake for a little bit longer after this. So, hey.
Yep. Well, thank you to all 40 some odd people who are still here to watch whatever this is gonna be.
To watch this mess of a TV
Yep.
with Team Doomsday Maidmen versus TTT UFO and Doomsday Fanboy.
Crazy. Okay, do we need a new MP for this, right? This is not the same MP?
It's not the same MP.
Okay, thank God.
I think the MP was actually never changed. If I'm being
Oh,
real,
okay.
the MP was never changed. Yeah,
Mew Streamer does not change the MP.
Me went too much to actually worry about it with the commands being not there.
SMH.
Anyways,
Anyway.
hey, we're going to the map. That's the main thing that we need to worry about right now.
Yeah, we're going into this goofy map, and it's a short TB. It's like, you don't normally see really short TBs, right? I mean, we just saw it played, so this is very different. Oh, we got a meow smoke there, as one does.
Yeah.
Um,
The main thing to know.
Doomsday
Yeah. The main thing to know as well. I made it. They say they were 6-digit. Doomsday Fanboy obviously is gonna be the technically the ancestor or the grandson of Doomsday, while TTP UFO. There is to mention that TTP UFO did come out of a Incontrol Heaven in second place, so technically, if you want to see a first place kind of curse, TTP UFO has more advantage here on the map. And I think, are they playing the tournament?
And you commentator cursed him.
Well, are they playing the tournament? I don't know 100%.
Oh my god, the Miku vocals in this are so goofy.
The make it just want them doing some regimental words to you.
Yep.
Damn. Hey, at least it's a big song. That's the one thing that we can all agree on.
Oh yeah, no, this song is the background is so good. The song is actually really good.
Better than me, TTP UFO says that's actually doing Fanboy. That's actually doing better. That's kind of surprising.
What did TTV UFO say in Smoke just now?
Better than me.
Better than me. Okay.
Yeah. Doomsday Fanboy actually doing better than TTP UFO by a little bit, by a smidge in that game. That's kind of crazy.
Oh my god.
Are they actually? Damn. No, on genuine though, yeah.
Like, I don't even know what to say right now. Like, this is just really, really goofy.
We are in the demon hours right now. This is like my T-Con policy. But immediately left the match in policy. And my team is playing the match right now, I'm locking in. But main thing is right now, we are seeing oh my god. I don't know. What the heck, Miku?
Damn.
Damn.
So just to be really funny, this was like one of the first like things that like when I got this custom MP3 like MP3 for this, that was like one of the first things that I noticed, and I was just like, if I remember correctly, and I don't know if I'm remembering this correctly right now because it's 6:30 and I kind of just woke up like 30 minutes ago.
Yeah.
The MP3 used to be so much worse.
They were actually slurs. Oh no.
No, I did not. No, I did not say they were actually slurs. I'm saying it used to be so much worse.
Oh, so it's more brain modded.
Yeah, I'm pretty certain. I don't remember, but like it was. Yeah,
Okay.
it's a show. This is
It's a show match. It's a show match. The match is already done. The map is already done. It's already gone. We saw the Yeongjin Gukbap won the TP and they're moving on to win the bracket side. But for all of Yeongjin, they're going to be the loser bracket side. This is a show match because the MP3 was wrong when the TP showcase actually happened. So we're actually going to be seeing this now in action though. The actual MP3 actually being right this time.
Yeah. Yeah, this is just a goofy little show match.
Hey, now we got to see the TP in action. That's cool. And Miku said bad words to us on stream. I can't believe it. How was the song, Tuesday? I was playing it.
I think I've just been mugged by Miku. Oh, dude. Yeah, I might need a bit of warm up before I play that properly, really. But it's a really cool, man. Really cool song. Really cool to see it played there. Twice, guys. Saw it twice.
Saw it twice. You heard it once.
Yeah. Damn. Dude, that's sick miscount from UFO. That 5 miss was sick.
That's insane. Anyways, GG guys. Thanks for show match. Yeah, let's get out of here.
Yeah, let's get out of here. But again, before we do that, let's once again congratulate Yeongjin Gukbap for moving on to the semifinals next weekend. We'll be battling against another women's bracket side. I think it was seed 1, if I remember correctly. Well, for the side of the Young, they're going to be moving on to the loser bracket in semifinals.
It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. But yeah, thanks again for the cast, Joanne, and thanks for letting me play a show match. That was actually really fun.
Yeah.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks, guys.
Yep, goodbye, chat. We'll be back in a couple hours for the next match. That's gonna be at like 13 or something. Yeah. See you then.